These jockeys on top of a mattress powered by a community team.
If you ain't first, you're last, and you shouldn't got out of bed this morning because we're going to kick some butt.
Get ready for the figure 8 action. This is the 2025 Bed Races only on Wave.
Welcome here live at Broadbent Arena as we get set for the 2025 Samtec Great Bed Races. I'm Kendrick Hess.
And I'm Dusty Baker. Kendrick, we have waited all year for this moment. You're talking about Kentucky Derby Week. I'm talking about the bed races. We're going to see the greatest athletes of all time on top of a sheet driving a bed. You don't see anything like this anywhere else, but instead, in the state of Kentucky, here in Louisville, we get that opportunity today.
The third best race of the week behind the Derby and the Oaks is the Great Bed Races. We're going to see some cones flying. We're going to see some people flying. And most importantly, we're going to see some beds flying around a figure 8 track.
And we have some awards to hand out during this event. Let's take a look at what we will be handing out here today for the Samtec Great Bed Race winners. It will be the fastest course times, the best decorated bed, most entertaining team. Well, we might win that here at Wave. And the Cone Eater Award, also possibly a winner for Wave.
I think the Wave bed is the odds-on favorite to win the Cone Eater Award.
The odds will be released as we speak here as well, but we are getting ready to gear up for race number 1 here, Kendrick. And all we look at here at this time are some of the great beds, but now we're going to see the fighters, those competing. Let's get right to it.
We are underway.
We have the leg warmers and long shots going up against the UFL Health Peace Hospital, and they're on the run early on here.
They are neck and neck. We may have a photo finish right here in the first heat.
Here's the
Looks like
final
we're moving up
turn.
to the lead on the inside.
Look at this, the movement that you're getting initially here, Kendrick. I'm seeing just pure athleticism. Down the stretch they go on the outside.
Peace Hospital taking the beat off of Pat Kelsey, getting the win in the first heat. U of L Health. What's it, leg warmers and long
It's
shots?
the leg warmers and long shots. How about that? Leg warmers and long shots that are able to take it. I don't think that they were really long shots here, Kendrick.
No, they jumped out there like they were the favorites. Let's go over to Jose, who is down there with the winners. I am Kendrick. Congratulations, UL Health Peace Hospital. So, did you feel the heat from the other guys coming right? It was neck and neck.
Till we came around the inside, and then we had them the whole rest of the way.
All right, guys. How did it feel going that fast? Were you anticipating? Was there any practice, any reps with all that?
Well, we were second place last year, trying to get the first place this year.
I think you guys could do that. How are we feeling over there?
Good, feeling good.
All right, boys. Congratulations. We'll see you a bit later. Back to you guys. We're underway. I've got my childhood out there, Miranda Vice, dressed like Miami Vice. They are bringing up the rear right now.
Hey, Snap on Fun is having a great time right now. Look at how quickly they're rolling along. Miranda Construction along with them here. It's Construction, the B team.
They are making a comeback slightly, but it looks like Snap on Fun is going to snap off to the victory. All they have to do is get there, just avoid all of the cones, and they're going to do it. Snap on Fun takes the second heat in the Fun division.
Hey, Kendrick, how about a flawless run right there for Snap on Fun? We're going to head straight into race number 3. It'll be a battle of the electricity. LG&E going up against Zoller, the pumping unit. Who can pump and who can throw out that electricity?
Who's going to
today?
be electrifying?
I don't know, Kendrick. I'm really hyped up already. Race number 3 is about ready to go, and we are at the starting gates.
If I'm gauging it right now, I like LG&E this week because they have the not as wide of a truck.
I mean, I think aerodynamics are important in this.
Here we go. Their electric power. Zoller is pumping it. And here we go. LG&E out to an early lead.
That's a great run initially out of the gate for LG&E. Can they hold on is the question.
This one is close all the way through.
Oh, we lost one. We lost one.
We lost the cone.
Where did we go? Where are we going?
LG&E is just plowing right through the cones. I think they want to win that award.
Oh my
They've
goodness.
taken out a good chunk of the course. Here comes Zoller.
Zoller's
Down
pumping
the
their way
stretch
in.
they come.
Pumping
Zoller
they go.
is going to win this one while LG&E clears out all the cones from underneath the bed.
Kendrick, they were pumping the brakes there. They were not pumping pumping the brakes there. Wow.
Great win by Zoller. Let's go down to Jose. As soon as Zoller gets over there, LG&E is still about to cross the finish line.
The power went out initially for LG&E.
Yes, it did. Hey guys, how'd it feel?
Felt great.
All right, what was the strategy going in there?
Guys holding down the outside and hammering hard on the straightaway.
I got to tell you, I love the angle here on your bed. That was done on purpose, was it?
Oh yeah, aerodynamic.
So comfort and speed.
Is that time that you wanted? You got pretty good on the speed there.
They did it.
Sure, it's a team effort.
All right, a very humble team right here. We'll send it back to Kendrick and Dustin. All right, we are ready for our next race. This will be Industrial Kiln and Dryer versus Ivy Tech Community Team and the Fun Division.
So the question really is the rotary equipment going to help, or is it an education? We're about to find out. On the outside we go. It's Industrial Kiln with an early lead
They got off
here.
to a very fast start. I like the way they're rolling around this course here.
Oh, we might have had contact with a cone. Did you see that hurdle over there, Kendrick? That is pure athleticism.
That was
Looks
Lamar
like
Jackson.
Yes, Adrian Peterson was my initial thought. Lamar Jackson would make more sense right now. Look at this.
Kiln coming down the stretch.
They're
It looks like
killing
they're
them.
going to have an
They're
easy
killing
win. Industrial Kiln and Dryer, they take the lead.
What a victory for Industrial Kiln and Dryer. They did not dry out. Look at them. They are out of breath, but what an opportunity it was, a victory. You are listening and watching the Samtec Great Bed Races right here at Broadbent Arena. We will be right back after the break.
Welcome back out here live at Broadbent Arena for the Samtec Bed Races. We are back for the Champions Division race, our first Champion Division. We have Rubbies versus the Pipe Jockey.
Yeah, when you look at Rubbies, they got motor oil wings. We're going to see if they got motor oil here today.
And they are off.
The Pipe Jockeys
With the early lead.
out ahead early on. Look at the speed that they've got on the outside here, though.
This was pretty close. I give the Pipe Jockeys about a length lead, but the Rubbies is right there. This turn is going to be very, very important. Rubbies takes the lead on
Look
the
at
turn.
that, with speed.
And here they come. They're going to explode down the final stretch.
Do they have enough motor oil in their wings?
They do. Rubbies is going to come through. Rubbies is going to win this. This might be our closest heat so far.
A well-fed group right there, and wow, what a victory it was. Jose is down there. He might make a stop by the barbecue pit first before he ultimately gets to speak to them. But what a run it was for both Rubbies. And on the other end, Kendrick, that was a competitive group for the pipe jockeys.
Rubbies got the lead on that second to last turn, and you knew once they got that turn, got the lead there, they was going to take over.
Jose's down there right now with the winners, Rubbies. Jose, what you got?
I am Dusty. Talk about a step closer on that championship round, fellas. How'd it feel on that run?
I feel great. I think we got a chance at the championship this year.
All right, is that the main prize? Was that the goal with the design of this bed coming into today's race?
Absolutely. We've won the championship before back in the past with the same exact bed design. So.
All right, boys, all the energy. I hope we didn't use all the gas already.
No, yeah, we got some more.
Oh, we're ready to go. Round 2, bring it on.
All right, that's channeling that grease lightning, guys. We're going to send it back to you, Dusty Kendrick.
Get that man some water and some Gatorade. We're back in the fun division. Samtec versus GenCare.
You got a battle of the electronics,
And they are off.
and you got a battle of the medical side. Who's better here, electricity or those that help others? We don't know. We're about to find out on the outside, though, initially. Samtec, the sponsor of this event, showing why they are.
Right, they definitely have the more aerodynamic bed. It feels like the other bed is a little big.
Look at the clean turn that they made. I got to
You
give
can
them
tell they
credit, though,
practiced.
GenCare. They're going in style. Okay, I spoke too soon.
And there goes some cones. Don't think they knocked out as many as LG&E. Samtec is going to come through with an easy win. Samtec with the win.
The victors, Samtec. On the other end, though, let's hope that GenCare can take care of those cones. You got a few cones you got to watch out for.
That bed is very hard to operate, but they're getting it around there. They only, like I said, they didn't take out as many cones as LG&E.
Do you think they took into account turning radius, Kendrick?
And they take out another couple of cones. You're almost there. Just get there, and you are there.
They
Nice run.
finish. Hey, everybody give them a round of applause.
Nice run,
There we go.
ladies and gentlemen.
GenCare able to finish. Meanwhile, our man Jose is catching up with the winner, Samtec. Jose?
We got to go right.
All right, why don't we come over here, guys? All right, guys, Samtec, how do we feel on that run?
Great. We had time. We ran. We got out there.
I think we're dressed, for a very sweaty day, though. But at least we're cool inside, though. Was that speed we were hoping for, guys?
I definitely gave it all that I could absolutely give it. So just grinding the entire race.
Now, representing Samtec, guys, that has to maybe carry an extra pressure, an extra legacy, just, wanting to perform very well. What's that like?
Absolutely. We want to do the best that we possibly can, just like Samtec does every single day.
You heard it here. Confidence is beaming. We're going to see these guys later. Thanks, boys.
All right, we're ready for our next race in the fun division. Signature Healthcare versus United Healthcare. Some of the best outfits in the whole thing here today, Dusty.
And I can tell you, Signature makes some pretty good drinks out there as well. Early on the inside lane, it is United Healthcare. They are flying right now. By the way, what a sparkly helmet we got
I love
going
the disco
at the
ball
driver.
helmet. That's
Oh
very
my
80s
goodness.
right there.
Oh, we might have some trouble at the cones. It looks like they avoided
this
it
turn has
initially.
been the top different in most of these races. It looks like United Healthcare is going to. Oh, here we go to have a late run right here.
We could have this
This
one
one's
down
going
the
to be
wire.
close. We're coming down the stretch. It is neck and neck. They took out a cone.
What
This
cone
is
goes
gonna-
down?
Are we going to have a photo?
On the
This is going to
outside.
be tight.
Oh,
And
we have a photo. We have a few that go down, but we have a photo. How is the bed still going?
I think United Healthcare held on to get that one.
We will wait to find out who the winner is. It looked like it may have been.
I think
United
the final dive right there before the finish line may have gotten them the win.
You throw your body on the line for races
that's
like
what you
this.
do. You don't dive if you don't want it.
We'll find out confirmation on who the winner is. It appears it was United Healthcare. We're moving on to the next race. We have Neon Knights Resto Racers going up against the St. Elizabeth Catholic Charities.
And they are off. St. Elizabeth out to the early lead. They're almost taking people out just chilling on the course.
Neon Knights, they're acting like they train during nighttime.
They are rolling through this course.
They
This is
can
as
see
if they've been on
clearly.
this course before.
Holy neon nights. Look at this turn.
Late surge right here.
Oh, it's a possible comeback. Look at the speed for St. Elizabeth Catholic.
We're going to have another one. This is going to be close again. Another late comeback. This is going to be close and
it's going to be the St. Elizabeth Charities that take the race.
I think that was Neon Night Rehab.
It might have been Neon Nights. It might have been Neon Nights. It might have been Neon Nights.
We will decipher that, and we will have your winner when we come back from the break. Welcome back to Broadbent Arena for the Samtec Great Bed Races. We've had a couple of close ones in the last two races.
Yeah, Kendrick, we had back-to-back photo finishes. I mean, you can't really ask for much better than that, but we've got a champion matchup coming up right here.
Yeah, we have Miranda Construction A versus Fives Intralogistics Court. Easy for me to say.
Well, it might also be really difficult because
And
if we're
they
down the
are
wire, it could be another tough one. Initially, look at Miranda Vice, man. That vehicle is a beauty.
It takes me back to my childhood watching Miami Vice, Crockett, and Tubbs. I tell you, the bravest man in here is the guy that's doing the flags. He could get run over right at the start of the race.
He could, but he is a trooper.
And
so
we had some
they
cones down.
Oh, we got a couple cones down.
That has slowed them down. It's giving Miranda Vice the lead. And Miranda Construction coming around down the stretch, and they're going to have an easy win. Miranda Construction A with the win here in the Champions Division. Nice run there, fellas.
That was a beautiful run right there.
That was a nice run right there.
They don't
And
even
we got two more cones right here.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? You can take those home, guys. Don't worry. All right. Well, we're going to stick with our races here. We got a couple more races to go in this second segment.
We are back in the fun division. Fives Intralogistics Court versus Double Dare Dudes. They're coming up next here in this next race. As soon as we
Can five
to get the course set back up.
logistics get a victory here today, Kendrick?
It's going to be tough out there. See if they had two beds racing back to back, so it's going to be tough for them.
All right, how many cones will that bed eat today?
Not as many as the wave bed's going to when they come up.
Yeah, crowd be ready for that one. That'll be one
Our
for sore
coworkers
eyes.
love it so much.
Yes, they do. All right, we're ready for our next race here.
This is the fun division. It's Fives Intralogistics Court versus Double Dare Dudes. They are underway. We got some cone eating already.
That's a hard start for both.
I mean, having to race back-to-back races is not easy,
No,
especially
this is
when
a
one of them
difficult
was the champion division. But we have a close race so far.
Hey, you know what? It's an easy pace. Not
Yes.
too fast,
Right.
not too slow.
Yes, we have some stalkers in this race.
All right, wait a second here. This one could come down to the wire, ladies and gentlemen. There goes a cone. There goes a cone. And down the stretch they go. On the outside, Fives Interlogistics. Can they do it? Can they secure glory?
They have secured glory, and they get a win in their second chance at it, this time in the fun division rather in the champion division.
Against all odds, their material handling equipment comes through today.
Double Dare Dudes knock down double the amount of cones and then slow them up in this race.
What a valiant effort it was on the other end, though.
Let's keep it rolling here. On to our next race, another one in the fun division. I would rather be reading. My boy Dion Reese out there taking on the Dozers. That's a great name for a bed race, the Dozers.
Well, it's a great name unless they start coming in contact with a cone. That might be problematic.
But don't sleep on the Dozers.
Don't sleep on the Dozers.
That's my fun for the day.
Can they be bulldozers today? That is the question.
And they are off. Early lead for the Dozers.
Is that Princess Peach?
I'd rather be reading or realizing how difficult this course is.
What is she doing in there to help the
we
team?
got Edwin Moses back here.
What is she doing to help the team? Look, she's sitting there.
But the Dozers, they are way out ahead in this one. I would rather be reading and just plowing right through
She
this
might
course.
as well get a book out and start reading.
And the Dozers are going to put, I would rather be reading to sleep, and they're going to cross the finish line here without a problem.
Wow, they didn't read the instructions very well for this one. There goes the cones. She's reading a book. We're going to go to break. We'll be right back. They still may not finish the
Our
race by the time we
coworkers
come
are
back.
coming up soon. And welcome back out here to Broadbent Arena, the Great Bed Races. And look at some of the tailgating fun going on here earlier before the races. It's a little bit hot out there in that parking lot, but a lot of fun out there.
It was a little toasty, a lot of great food though. The grills were cooking. We had some good burgers, hot dogs, even from the competition there, Kendrick.
Yeah, the competition fed us pretty good. We appreciate that.
Yeah, we really did. The wave did.
I think they were buttering us up. They were buttering up our crew, trying to weigh them down. That's what was going on there.
Hey, well, we got these new races coming up here.
We're in Heat 12, Messer Construction versus Paving.
Paving to the early lead. It looks like they may have paved the road.
We got some Cody.
Messer's got a mess.
We got Messer Pac-Man.
Messer's got a mess. What is going on? Those cones underneath.
Paving the way to victory. All they have to do is avoid the cones.
Did they make this path
is
themselves?
making a real run at winning the cone eating contest.
This cone made a vertical.
Paving in a little bit of trouble over there too, but I think they're going to be okay. They don't have cones under the bed.
Paving is coasting through the paved road. They will walk away winners, and Messer has made a mess of the cones. Can they finish with a cone underneath? Yes, they
Paving will make their way over to Jose. We're going to have a little bit of time to fix the course.
Kendrick, Paving had a pretty clear path there from start to finish.
They did. We might have to. I might have a driveway paved here soon by these guys. Let's
Well,
go over
Jose is approaching as we speak. Jose, catch up with our folks from Paving there as they make their way cone free.
All right, boys. I hate to say it, maybe you didn't have to look past your shoulder too much, did you? It felt like you built some distance.
No, we didn't look past shoulder at all.
Okay, so how was about, cones? How important was it to try and stay in the lines?
Oh, it was important. It's definitely important.
All right, so how we feel about another heat? We have the energy left?
Oh, we got it. All day, baby.
I got to say, guys, that the ping, too, is pretty impressive. You're seeing you guys blazing down the track.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, get some rest. We'll send it back to you, Kendrick. Dusty.
Thank you, Jose. We're in our next heat. Team Tech Fabulous versus Louisville Paving and Construction, still in the fun division, and they are off.
What a paving start here. Look at Paving. Louisville Paving and Construction. It's like they paved this road too. Oh no. Oh no. The cones go down.
They have the loudest bed in the competition, and Louisville Paving and Construction is just moving smoothly like they're on a freshly paved road.
Team Tech Fabulous. Let me tell you, you still look fabulous. You still look fabulous at that.
They may win the contest for the prettiest float, prettiest bed.
It's a pretty bed.
They still have a chance to win this heat.
I mean, Paving can't look behind themselves.
Louisville Paving and Construction need to step it up a little bit. This race isn't over with yet. You can't high step to the free throw
Down the
line yet.
stretch they go, though.
It looks like they are all good.
Victory
for Louisville Paving and Construction. Got a little loose there at the end. And we are headed to break. And when we come back, our co-workers give us plenty of material to make fun of them when they get to work on Tuesday. Races team taking on Wellstone Regional Hospital in the Fun Division.
Hey, Kendrick, I was told by the captain of Wave 3, Carson Young, they needed a captain that was athletic. They got one that was handsome, too. There they're going, rolling along. They've hit a few codes already. Wave 3, what are you doing?
Wellstone well out ahead of our co-workers. Wellstone Regional Hospital making it look easy as we are just plowing through the cones, living up to our prediction that we was going to win the Cone Eater contest. But we're making a run here late.
Wave 3,
coming through
the wave, ride the wave. Everybody get loud in the building. This is coming down to the wire.
Marissa, we need your cheerleader strength.
Ward Jones controlling the vehicle. Can he finish?
It's going to do it with the GoPro on the helmet.
Against all odds.
Wave 3.
The Wave 3 team has come up victorious.
Kenny Darby, Marissa,
proud as can be down there.
Houston Foot, Ward Jollis.
Jose, you are a proud man. That is a proud team. Talk to us winners of this race.
Dusty, Kendrick, why don't we call these the comeback kids? Give yourselves a round of applause. Captain Carson, how are we feeling?
I'm feeling terrific, man. We won our heat last year, won our heat this year, and you best believe we're winning next year, too.
How about this cast? I know these got some new players, but they brought the energy, didn't they?
Oh, this is incredible. I mean, from the team we have around us to the fans who came out to support us, I love it.
I got to shout out Wellstone, too. They fed us. They gave us something to drink, so that fueled you guys for the win.
Yes, no, shout out to Wellstone. We were running on full stomachs because of them, so.
All right, congratulations, folks. All right, Dusty, Kendrick, we'll see you. Back to you.
Well, they avoided all of our criticisms when we get back to work. Congratulations, guys. Up next, our heat number 15, the Flamazing Phillies taking on Backyard Bookie in the Fun Division.
I feel like we've got some pretty good odds. This is going to be a good race. Is that right, Kendrick?
You can't miss the Backyard Bookie sign. I love it. I can even see it with my old eyes.
Look at them.
And they are
the determination,
methodical, just moving through the course, not getting out ahead of themselves.
Graceful are the Flamazing Phillies.
The Flamazing Phillies look fantastic.
But it's Backyard Bookie. They definitely knew the spread on this one.
Yes, they did, because they probably set the spread, and they're living up to that time, trying to meet that time. The Flamazing Phillies look like they're just having a good time. They're getting around the course. They're not eating up a bunch of cones, so that's good.
They always say that Vegas has the best odds. I think right now, Backyard Bookies, they're proving that point. Backyard Bookie, they're coming down the stretch. Do the odds, are they in their favor? Look at this, the celebration begins.
Backyard Bookie, the favorites come through. Catch your parlays on Backyard Bookies.
What
Amazing Phillies, still a great race, still a great showing. Crossing the finish line now. Great run, ladies.
What a great race that was. Backyard Bookies is your winner. We're moving on to the next race.
We're back in the Champions Division. Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport taking on Best One Tire and Service.
This is going to be more than one good tire here, Kendrick.
Yeah, you need all four. At Muhammad Ali, they should be aerodynamic. They do airplanes.
They're going to be flying high. At least that's the hope. This is a big one right here, ladies and gentlemen.
Here we go.
There's one.
Got off to a powerful start. Lifted the bed up at first, and they are flying. They may get the fastest time. This is the fastest I've seen anyone go around this course so far today.
All right, so they may have the best four tires. They may have the best team, period. They are flawless right now as they make their way to the final turn.
They ought to make a run at Texas Roadhouse last season.
The best one tire in service. They pull up with the best four tires.
What a run. Congratulations. The Muhammad Ali Airport, they were going too. They had a great run, but best one, they were flying around that course right from the get-go.
Muhammad Ali may have had a little bit of a flight delay there, but that is okay. We are moving on to the next race.
Next in our Champions Division, Snap-on Champions taking on our sponsor, Samtec, here in the Champions Division once again. These races have been really good. We haven't had too many blowouts.
No, we've had some very close races down the stretch, especially recently. This one proves to be yet another good one. Samtec has been as good as it gets. A lot of pressure on them. And we are off. Snap on the Champions team. And they get a good initial start, but there's Samtec.
And Samtec is flying. They want to make a run at that record too.
Samtec knocks over a cone. It was almost in the lane of the opposing side.
Every come around the turn, this is where it gets close always, and it's close again.
Oh, it's down the wire.
Come back. It's going to be close down the end. Samtec.
Who's it going to be?
Is it going to be close?
It's a photo finish. It looks
Who
like
are we going to give it?
Snap-on thinks
Did
they
we
have
give it
it.
Snap-on?
Snap-on thinks they have it. Down there, who do we got?
I just hope my man at Dove is all right.
It looks like Snap-on secured the victory. We are going to move on to the next race while we find out the results of that one to confirm.
Wow, that was an exciting race. Next up, one of my favorite bands in this race, MSD, taking on Texas, the defending champion,
The
Texas
defending
Roadhouse,
champs.
in the champion division, our final champion division, early heat.
Texas Roadhouse
MSD
is
trying to pull off the upset.
They're six-time champ, Kendrick.
It's like Ric Flair. They're the Ric Flair of the group.
Here's the question: where will there be roadkill this evening?
It's thing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 versus MSD.
This could be a good one.
Here
Texas
we go.
Roadhouse
It's
is
gonna
ready
be
to
tight.
roll.
They're both ready. These last two champion heats have been insanely fast. Can they match it?
Rumor has it Texas Roadhouse, all the competitors had a 24-ounce steak before this. Here we go.
They're fueled by onion petals, and they are flying. They had some of that Texas Roadhouse bread. And
That's a
they
group
are
of well-fed
flying.
individuals.
The honey butter is coming up fast in this one. The apple butter, Texas Roadhouse is flying through this course again. We have had some really fast bands in these last three heats. Texas Roadhouse looks like they're going to stay in the heat. They're going to win their heat. And the defending champions show why they are defending champions.
That was flawless, Kendrick. Although, let's give it to MSD because that was a pretty great race for them, too. Texas Roadhouse is your winner, trying to defend their championship from last year.
And when we come back, we will have much, much more from Broadbent Arena and the Samtec Great Bed Races. Off. Welcome back to Broadbent Arena for the Great Bed Races. This one is already off. Metro Parks Pushers versus LVL1 Hackers.
This is the fun division, and we're having fun early on here. How about this, by the way? Look at this. They may be in second, but this is a beautiful bed here, Kendrick.
They got that glow.
They got that glow. They may not get the W, though, because take a look at what we
Parks
got going here.
pushers, they keep on pushing. They're going to push it right across the finish line. They're going to win their heat. Metro Parks pushers, they're going to cross. Great run by Metro Parks pushers.
The question
LVL
is,
won. They got the glow, but they're not going to get the victory, but they're still out there. Give them a round of applause.
LV1 hackers could just hack the account and say they got the victory here, Kendrick.
This is true.
Yeah, so I think that's what I recommend they do.
That's why we're non-automated. They can't do all of that.
That is, that's a very good point. I think they could go to this system and try and hack this now. Look, they know. They're just coasting in.
They're just coasting in.
It's probably
Just,
safe.
so they're trying to get the cone eaters now.
Hey,
If
let's
you're
give a
gonna
round
win
of
something,
applause for the hackers.
But they might win the best looking bed. It's a nice looking bed.
Yeah, Knight
The
Rider, hack on.
Man, you're too young to remember Knight Rider. It's kid.
All I know from the 1980s is that Kurt Gibson did a walk-off home run.
You are allowed to see that. Next up, C&I Engineering versus the city of J-Town, where I grew up in J-Town. Even though I went to Fur Creek, I grew up in J-Town.
There's some favoritism here in this race, it sounds like, but this is going to be a close one. City of J-Town, C&I
J-Town
Engineering.
definitely has the home field advantage. Can they get the win? They out to the early lead.
J-Town's making you happy early on here. Oh no, we got a delay. We got stopped.
The engineers have run over the cones in J-Town.
Look at that
That's an
shifty
easy
moving.
run.
What a
Take it
recovery.
easy, J-Town. Just take it easy around the corner. You got a lot of room. City of J-Town. Coming around down the final turn. They're coming down the final
Could we have a collision here? Oh
Went
no,
very well, man.
what is
It was
happening?
close.
J-Town
That was close.
avoiding any issues, making
City
you
of
smile.
J-Town, home of the Chargers. They get the win.
City of J-Town is going to make you happy every time.
Shout out to former Mayor Ruck Regal.
What a victory it was. Oh, here we go.
We just avoided a crash, and here we come. C&I Engineering, they got off to a rough start running over some cones earlier. It kind of set them back.
I think they're still running over cones here, Kendrick. Those cones might need to watch out.
They're in contention for the cone eater contest.
We set an over-under at 30 cones going down today. I'm pretty sure we hit the over real quickly.
Right. Coming up is our next race. Norton Women's and Children's Hospital versus Plumbers and Pipe Fitters, Local 502.
We got a
And they have a huge crowd. Hear the 502 chant.
We got union workers up there getting going on in the corner over there.
We are about ready to go, and they are, how can I hold my breath, are off.
Local 502 with a huge crowd. Can they take advantage of the noise, the pressure, the home field advantage? Down they go early on here.
It's
Around
very
the
close
corner.
early, Local 502. Norton Women's Children's Hospital hanging in there.
They're holding their own.
This turn right here is going to be crucial.
Oh, this could come down to the wire.
Can take advantage of the short turn. They do. Norton Women and Children's Hospital takes the lead coming down the stretch. Can Local 502 come up? It is going to be close, but Norton Women and Children's Hospital are going to pull it off. Maybe an upset. Norton Women and Children's Hospital. Great run there.
They get the road victory. What a victory it is for Norton Women's and Children's Hospital.
That's right. Pat yourselves on the helmet. Nice race there, ladies and gentlemen.
Local 502, though, love the vehicle, love the crowd, great noise, and that transitions us to our next race, which is Steel Tech. We'll be going up against Heavy Construction.
Back in the fun division. This should be a fun one. Steel Tech versus heavy Construction. This should be a good race.
These are two heavyweights right here, Kendrick.
These are two people that you would expect to be very good at something technological.
Look at the Steel Technologies in the front there.
They're aerodynamic right there in the front by Steel Technologies.
All right, they're locked in. They're ready to go. The race is underway.
And we are off. My man didn't my flag guy, I don't know how he doesn't get hit. Another close race here early on.
All right, this is a pretty even-paced race thus far, Kendrick.
Both of them pacing themselves, not getting out ahead of themselves
Not
early
too
on.
fast, not
but here
too
comes
slow,
that
just
crucial
right.
turn right here. We've seen so many races turn on this turn, and it does it again.
Wow, we might have another one that comes down to the wire. Take a look at this, though.
And this is Heavy Construction Come and
Get
get
out
on.
light and easy.
Don't celebrate too early. They're right behind you.
The celebration is warranted. Heavy Construction with a heavyweight victory. Congratulations to Heavy Construction. We are going to a break. We'll be right back here at the Great Bed Races.
Welcome back out here live to Broadbent Arena for the Samtec Great Bed Races. We had a couple of great races while we were in the break. Vessels Plumbing, Heating and Cooling got a win, and what was one of the funniest races that has happened so far. And now here we come, Hood Container in the fun division versus IBEW Local 369. They are underway, and we got some cones flying early.
Couple cones going down initially, but the pace is even. Look, both sides.
It's still pretty even.
Got some strategy involved. Oh, there's another cone.
There's another cone.
This is when the wheels fall off, quite literally. You got to be careful here.
This is that crucial turn. You can still make up ground right here.
Hey,
and we're going to have a close
we might
finish
have a
again.
race down the stretch. Here we go.
Here we go.
Oh, it's getting
Despite all
wild,
the cones, they kept fighting. They kept persevering. We're going to have a close finish. Another photo.
It looks awfully close. We have a man that's toppled down over there, but it looks like it might have been IBEW Local 369. One more coming up after the break. We'll give you the result. Until then, we will be right back from the Great Bed Races.
here live at Broadbent Arena for the Samtec Great Bed Races. It looks like we have leg warmers and long shots. So they're about to do just a timed heat. It looks like, because I don't see another bed out there.
Yeah, we're trying to find the opposing side. I think that they're trying to figure that out over here as we speak, as we are going into the playoff rounds. We're going to start handing out awards here sooner than later as well, Kendrick. Who's your pick, by the way, for the Great Cone Eater?
Shockingly, it wasn't Wave.
I know, I'm surprised by that. You know what? They beat all the odds. They were
Against all
booking.
odds. I'm so proud of our men and women of Wave.
Yeah, they did a great job. Shout out to Captain Carson Young on leading the team.
All right, looks like we're shaping up for a competition, even though somebody's kind of walking off. Looks like we have Mario at the driving wheel and the steering wheel for this one.
Could we have, instead of a mile and a quarter, a mile and an eighth? That's the real question here, Kendrick. We're going to do it on dirt, or are we going to do it on turf?
This would be Vessels Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling is lining up now. Looks like there may be a little bit of confusion going on.
They're trying to figure things out here, so are we, so bear with us as we speak. But Vessels Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling is currently on the inside lane.
Well, in the meantime, Dusty, what do you think about Kentucky Derby 151?
Yeah, you know, one thing, Kendrick, that I think that we've kept an eye on early on, journalism at this time is the favorite. I think for a lot of what we've been talking about initially, journalism has gotten a lot of the attention early on here. But I will tell you, keep an eye out for Cole Battle. That is a horse that I think a lot of people are sleeping on right now. And it's a horse that has been competitive in virtually every race that he's running.
And one of the horses that's probably going to be a long shot on Derby Day is Luxor Cafe. It's a horse that I've really been high on coming into this one. I think he will hit the board. He's only raced twice. He's a Japanese horse, but he is a Kentucky bred horse, and he has and we have another race. This is going to be our last race. This will be Pace versus the 46 car. As soon as I look at my list,
Vessels Plumbing, Heating, and
Vessels
Cooling.
Plumbing, and we're off again. Here we go.
Pace just coming off the pace.
Vessels Plumbing and Cooling. That bed doesn't look aerodynamic, but it is.
Hey, they've had a chance to cool down a little bit, right? They've had a chance.
They got that hood on there. I think it gives them more speed, less resistance.
Aerodynamics are so important in this, Kendrick. And when you look around the corner, could it be Vessels?
You've always said aerodynamics are important. Here we go.
Down the stretch they go. This one's going to be
Will we get it on before we go off the air? And no.
It will be Vessels Plumbing and Cooling.